You're watching Escape Adulthood Live, your number one source for long-lasting, fast-acting, physician-approved adultitis relief.
On this week's show, we're talking about turkey for dessert, delivery bees, and counting up all the blessings we don't deserve.
Greetings and salutations, everyone.
Thank you for shenanigating with us on this Thanksgiving Eve.
It is.
It is the eve.
It doesn't
of
quite have the same vibe as Christmas Eve,
well, there's a lot of good smells
turkey
happening.
get in my belly.
In a lot of homes right now. It sounds like Helen has her prep all done. And I see a really interesting conversation happening between Helen and Kara about who really is the best husband in the world. Can I get in on this?
Did they both nominate
Can I get in on this?
Yeah, that'd be weird. It'd be
it's
awkward.
so great to be grateful for such a blessing as that. And I'll chime in. Yeah, 20 years, baby. Speaking of 20 years, we have some crazy things happening in this household. If you're Facebook friends with me, you may have already seen this, but what did we do today, Jay? What did we do today?
What did we do today? Oh yeah, I remember now.
Was that fake? Are you acting or do you really forget?
We listed our home. Our home is currently for sale so that we can move to a van down by the river.
Like Thelma and Louise.
Heck yes, I did.
They go, shooting off that cliff. Mm-hmm. Like, it's easier if you have your home sold. To just,
less loose ends.
Right.
No, but we're very excited. It's been something we've been thinking about for quite some time. We've been here for 11 years
in this awesome little place. I know. We've outgrown it. And if you've looked at the pictures, you will acknowledge that. We had pictures recently, which was the most stressful moment of 2020 for me. It was getting the house ready for realtor pictures.
It's hard to take pictures of a house and stage a house when the reason you're leaving it, one of the reasons you're leaving it is because you don't have room for all your stuff. So that made it
I should have
challenging.
taken my mom's advice. She said just stuff everything in the car. But I didn't, so
She used to stuff things in the dishwasher when people would come over.
I know.
I remember
like
that
her purse and
trick
stuff.
of hers.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. So it's been an exciting day, talking to neighbors, trying to, and we're not really sharing the details of what's next yet because honestly, it's all still pending and the adventure is still unfolding. So when we know more of what is next, we will share that with you. But where should we move? Do you guys want to chime in?
Yeah, that's the thing I would be curious about. Where would be the coolest place we should move?
I know, right?
Let's hear it. Put it in the comments.
Maybe and it may just be the van down by the river. It'd be like that cool movement van. Of the tiny living or whatever it's called, right? Minimalism.
Yes.
So yeah, and before I forget, Helen. Oh my, be still my heart, Helen. We got Helen mail, a different Helen this time, right? Helen.
Yeah, that's right.
And she mailed us this amazing drawing that we shared on last week's show. It is an original. You should have seen the kids' reaction, Helen. Lucy was like, she is super talented. And we love how she added the art in the little frames. And like, they were just, and she combined 2 weeks of Let's Draw with so all the love and feels on this one. And thank you for sending it to us. That was very
cool. It looks like we've got a request to go to Minnesota.
Oh, yeah. Let's do it.
Phoenix.
That's Scottsdale. I know.
Arizona. Paul just goes general Arizona.
The whole state. It's so different from one part to the other.
It is. That is one of the things that surprised me when we visited there. Julie says Naperville.
Hey, that's not too far from where we grew up, actually.
Rachel says there are 3 houses for sale in her neighborhood.
Neighbors with Rachel?
That would be pretty good.
That would be sweet. That would be really cool.
Do you think the home value would go up or down with Rachel in the neighborhood?
What kind of question is that? The shenanigator.
I think it would. I think that neighborhood, if we moved in in Rachel's neighborhood,
it would blow minds, Rachel.
Out of control.
Right.
People may want to move out immediately.
Yeah, it's too much fun for people. Yeah.
So
that's what we got going on. Any
how
other
about this?
interesting ones?
I could. New Zealand.
Ooh, Catherine.
That's don't say it if you don't mean it.
That would be hard to do live shows from there with all of our folks in the States. We would have to really think about the timing.
Except Catherine would be like, it finally wouldn't be in the middle of the night for me. So,
right.
We appreciate you wherever you are watching from and whenever you are watching from. It is our great honor. Speaking of Thanksgiving, we are thankful and grateful for you, for being here, for spending this time with us. Hopefully it is a light in the week for you, a hump day break.
We don't take it lightly that you share your evening with us. So thank you for making the time and for investing in that little spark, that childlike spark that sometimes needs a little inspiration, a little flair.
Yeah.
Right?
A little.
Yeah.
Right. All right. Well, we got some more news to share. Should we do that?
Yes.
All right, I have an amazing story to share. This looks like turkey. Looks like tomorrow's turkey.
Yeah, I see a heart too, by the way. Do you see a heart?
Yes, I do. Here's the deal. This is not just your grandma's turkey. It is your grandma's carvable turkey ice cream cake from Baskin-Robbins. Yes.
This is for real, right?
They are bringing it back. I didn't really know it was a thing before to bring it back, but this is a story from Thrillist. Kyler Alvord writes, savory foods and ice cream cake generally don't mesh well, but Baskin-Robbins' elaborate turkey ice cream cake makes it work, kind of. If anything, the chain's frozen Thanksgiving dessert looks too much like a roast turkey, something most people don't expect to see when they walk into a dessert shop. First of all, I got to get your
have a very realistic vibe.
Your initial vibe to this carvable ice cream.
I just want the leg to be mint chocolate chip. Can you pick the flavors of the sections?
We will get there.
Okay.
We'll get there. It's buried in the story. The novel turkey cake feeds 8 to 12 people.
Wow.
I was thinking
must be smaller.
4. I was thinking 4.
Oh.
Me and Ben, we can take care of that.
Ew.
And it can be found through Baskin-Robbins stores through the month of November, so there's still time.
Okay, only 2 days left.
Suggested retail price. What do you think the suggested retail price is?
Oh, these kind of cakes are always a little pricey. I would say $28.99 if I'm going to just throw a bold number out.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
$32.99. But it's worth noting that it can run higher in some locations.
All right.
Probably California. It features a caramel praline glaze, 2 sugar cone legs, and a bed of frosting garnish to really sell the look. Thankfully, the recipe doesn't call for any actual turkey. It is actually, this blew me away. This is available in 15 different flavors.
Whoa.
Oreo,
but not all stores carry all 15,
I don't know.
Right?
I don't know. Chocolate chip. Mint chocolate chip. Snickers. Peanut butter cup. Reese's peanut butter cup. Pistachio almond. Strawberry. Rocky Road. Pralines and cream. Nothing in here. There's Snickers. Reese's peanut butter cup. No.
Boy.
Three Musketeers cake?
You know.
Holy nightmare.
Nightmare.
Why wouldn't you have Three Musketeers? Can you give any logical reason for that?
Let me just say, Tracy Miller, who might be on tonight, I don't know if I've seen her yet, but the comments popped by, sent me a Three Musketeers. So they're showing me the love on this, and you can just step aside.
They're just happy to get it out of their house. Like
Tracy,
someone
you were
someone
that
will
was
eat
a thoughtful
this?
gesture.
Picking up free money is what that is. All right, the final line is pretty good. For jokesters, it's a great Thanksgiving dinner gag. For vegetarians, it's a yummier alternative to tofurkey.
Ooh,
like
man.
Tofu, yeah. And for Baskin-Robbins cake decorators, we can only assume it's a nightmare. In any case, it's a head turner that stirred up conversation since it debuted in the 70s.
Holy nightmare.
Yeah, can you imagine making this?
Is this really? Has
70s?
anyone seen this before?
I have never seen this. Although we grew up with a Baskin-Robbins in our town.
Well, we didn't, so maybe that's why we never saw it before.
You sound so surprised.
That could be a thing, but has anyone
I know,
else?
we're like, I've never seen this, even though we didn't have it.
Has anyone ever tried one of these? Have you ever eaten one? Are you going to get one now that you've seen it?
Julie,
I kind of would like to.
Bubblegum ice cream, that was the bomb at 31 flavors. Because then you could just save it in the side of your mouth, and then when you're done eating ice cream, you could chew gum. That was like my childhood go-to. Bubblegum ice cream.
With the real bubblegums?
Like
right,
the
yeah.
pink chiclets, basically.
So I never got into that. Did you just end with a big wad of bubblegum?
It wasn't that much gum, honestly. You always wished it was more. It was like tiny.
Paul says, I'm having Fudgy the Whale nightmares. I made so many of those things.
I don't know what
Fudgy the Whale is, but it sounds delicious.
And what restaurant was that from? Like,
that's
we need more information. That sounds.
Kara says she's never heard of it, and we have a Baskin Robbins. Well, they need to get their PR out. They need to do better. So I'm curious if anyone has ever had one of these before.
Kara's shirt, by the way. She looks so cute in that.
Yeah,
I love it.
Pam wants to know how much ice cream is it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think it's 8 people.
I think it's like the whole bird is ice cream, and then there's the legs are.
What's the covering again?
Caramel glaze.
It doesn't seem like caramel. It seems like gravy.
It does. I'll give you that.
So there's that. And before I forget, please share this. This is one of those things, guys, and I said this to Julie. Julie and I had an awesome conversation late this afternoon. The way we are able to get out in the world is from personal invitation. So just share this with somebody. Say, hey, come laugh with me for a little bit. That's how our light shines brighter.
Come laugh with me, friend.
Come
laugh with me.
Come talk about weird turkey desserts. Don't
say you're gonna laugh that much though. Like
under promise, and we'll try to over deliver. Yeah. Okay.
Don't make it too hard for us to put this bar. Like
that's what
we're not that funny.
Speaker says they're a comedian, I cringe because I'm like, no. Unless you really are a comedian, you should never use that word because everyone's gonna be disappointed.
Yeah, don't make the bar too high. But still,
just tell people he's kind of funny. Okay.
I appreciate that. That's the nicest thing you've ever said to me.
And then when you're funny, they're surprised. They're
pleasantly surprised.
Yeah.
There you go.
And now, a word from our sponsors.
All right. Well, we have something to share tonight that you've never seen before.
The countdown is on to 2021, and we are going to have the biggest celebration in 2021, January 1st.
Are we?
Well,
just because we have to, right?
Who cares what the COVID numbers
are? Because
it's
not.
We're just going to celebrate. Exactly.
We are going to will.
I don't think 2021 is going to be a curse word just by the name of it.
No.
And 2020 is. So this calendar celebrates a new beginning, you guys. And so obviously we've been sharing this. Some people seriously still don't know that there's like something to celebrate every day. Yeah. Like I was just talking to someone the other day. They're like, "Oh, really?" I'm like, "Yeah." So give me a date. Give me a date.
How about January 18th?
Oh, at the beginning. Okay, yeah. January 18th.
What do we have to look forward to?
Is Martin Luther King Jr. Day. So wow, we don't take that away, guys. That's
what is Martin Luther King Day Eve?
Kids Inventor Day.
Yay.
So invent something, right?
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
This one's kind of a fun one. The 21st. I actually love doing this back in the day. It's called Museum Selfie Day. It's like you go to a museum and just get all silly, and it really throws off those serious guards. Like
serious.
You know what I'm talking about. We've been to a lot of art museums over the years, and those guys and women are so serious because they are protecting the art.
They have a little bit of adultitis, I think.
At least they could smile.
Yeah, I think you can do your job and smile once in a while. But
we digress.
Since you brought up this calendar, I wanted to share this really cool email that I got from Connie Weeks. Connie, if you are watching, thank you for this. She said, I look forward to your messages every Sunday. I have shared so many of your messages with friends who haven't had the opportunity to hear you. I am one of the lucky ones who did, and that message during the CATA State Convention in Reno will always stick with me. I remember that one.
I think there's CATA people on the chat tonight.
I actually did an art drop in the resort where that was held.
Yeah,
I remember
that.
Fun. And people were asking all of the employees where
the art was hidden.
Clues, right? So she goes, plus now I have the added joy of looking at your calendar every day. Our 2021 calendar is on January, so she's already got it up.
Aww.
The dawning of a new year. But the saying, own the moment, which is one of the other months, is what helps us get through these days of shutdowns and curfews in California, especially LA County. Thank you so much. I can't wait to share your calendar with some very dear friends. The best Christmas present I can give them this year. I just want to make sure you heard that. I'll repeat it in case you want to rewind it, listen to it again.
For someone else to say it and not
us. The best
us.
Christmas present I can give them this year.
Connie,
it means nothing when I say it. But when Connie Weeks says it, you best listen.
She's kind of following.
She does say, thank you for being such an inspiration. So thank you, Connie.
That's awesome.
And I think she makes a great
January. That is a timely message for the new opportunity that a new year will bring. And don't let it sneak up on you guys. We're always really intentional in December about preparing for the new year and what that will be just in ourselves, right?
Yep.
You just got that back from a retreat and read all your journals?
Just from this past year.
Yeah. So just, no, I know from the past years to be able to kind of prepare for what is moving forward. So.
Yeah. And because this is a good gift, that is one of the things why we price it so people can buy more of them to give them out. Yes. So they're $25 a calendar, but if you buy 2, it goes down to $20. If you buy 5, they go down to $15 each. And if you buy 20 calendars, they're $10 a piece, which is a steal. So
someone last night just bought 70. So
yes,
someone is dishing them out.
We will be selling out of these sooner than later. So I know many of you watching already have purchased calendars, so thank you for that. If you haven't, consider this as easy pickings this year for holiday gifts.
Life moves pretty fast. You don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.
Near our house, there is a large wooded marsh with a network of winding trails. Just about every day, either Kim or I or both of us are out taking a walk in that marsh. She takes amazing photographs with her phone of details that I walk right by. The other day, I stumbled upon 3 deer. We all froze. I bet I spent 5 full minutes standing there quietly having a staring contest with them. When they finally ran away, I marveled at their grace and power, and they reminded me a bit of NFL wide receivers. I love those encounters, and I'm grateful for that marsh. Interestingly, it wasn't one of the listed selling points when we bought our house. We didn't even know it existed until well after we moved in. But the funny thing is, when we do leave this home for the next adventure, the marsh will be one of the hardest things to let go of. Everyone knows that if you plan well and work hard, good things usually happen, and you can take credit for it. But I'm sure we'd all agree that we have a number of blessings in our lives that we didn't plan for, orchestrate, or frankly, don't even deserve. It's worth taking some time every now and then to reflect on those undeserved blessings in order to invite a sense of gratitude to envelop us. It's also an undisputed way to turn any frowns upside down. Our list will look different, of course, but that marsh would definitely be on mine, along with the parents I was lucky enough to be born to, and the talents I was somehow gifted, and the strangers who crossed my path that eventually became friends and mentors. Not to mention the blonde girl I met over 25 years ago who saw something in me and turned into the best wife and partner in crime a guy could ever ask for. I didn't orchestrate any of those things, but boy, am I ever grateful for them. Maybe it's easier to look for reasons to panic, pout, and pontificate about how life stinks, especially this year. But I think it's more useful and uplifting to search for the good things we did nothing to earn and rejoice over just how blessed we really are.
Who's that blonde girl you were talking about?
I'll introduce you someday.
Oh, great. Oh my gosh, there's so many blessings. As we were listing this house, like we're talking with our realtor about like how many things aren't on the normal listing that we are gonna miss. And obviously the walking paths, many of you, you know, on Wonder Hunt have seen the pictures that are just literally, you know, right just a stone's throw from our house. So we're definitely gonna miss all that.
We did put that on the listing this time. So we're taking advantage of that now.
And two parks and Lake Mendota, and we're just in this neat little pocket of town, so it's pretty cool.
It has treated us well, that's for sure. But yeah, that's it's always good. Obviously, this is the time of year to be thinking about what you're grateful for, and I think sometimes the things we should be most grateful for are the things that just were gifts, things we didn't deserve, didn't plan on, didn't orchestrate, and that's it's a little thing to think about this time of year.
This art, I'm not sure that everyone has seen this one. It's kind of an oldie, and it's digital, right?
Yes.
This is a digital piece that he did, I don't know, a couple of years ago.
So closer.
I know. It's actually one of my favorites because of the wittiness. Okay.
See if I can do this without the...
Yes.
Okay, so frankly, my dear, you have no idea how much effort it took to figure out how would a deer ride a penny farthing. That took a lot of sketching right there.
We actually have a speaker friend and colleague, Kyle Sheely, that owns and rides a penny farther.
Farthing.
Farther?
Farthing.
It's not like a thing.
Penny farthing.
Okay, it's not. What is just the device?
A penny farthing.
Really?
That's what it's called. Am I stuttering?
No.
Penny farthing.
Penny farthing feels like the verb of penny farther. Oh man, my mouth is like blah blah.
It's a penny farthing.
Okay, so I guess he owns a penny farthing. That sounds strange to say. But we've seen him ride it, and it is kick butt, you guys. These things, we've never seen one in person. And he made himself this huge cardboard Abraham Lincoln hat.
Yes, he's awesome.
He is awesome. We should have him on the show one of these days.
We should.
Yeah.
We've had him on. We've done an interview with him, but it's been years now.
Time.
We have to have him back on.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, tune in next week because we do have an interview scheduled with an amazing person you're gonna want to listen to. If you haven't, I'm not gonna.
People have been hyping up Dr. Red Shoes, and we don't just pick anybody to come on the show. Like we save up some really good ones. So.
We've got a good one. I will give a hint. This guy worked with Captain Kangaroo. Some of you youngins have no idea who I'm talking about, but this is this guy has a lot to share with us, and we are looking forward to it. We'll have more details on that. People have asked where we're moving, and we have not revealed where we are moving yet.
We're looking for ideas. So if you could tell us ideas, and we figured if we just sell the house, then we have to move, right? No, I'm just kidding. We do know, but like I said, things aren't official yet, so we're kind of keeping it down low, as they say, on the down low, penny farthing.
All right, everyone.
Yes.
It is time to pull out your drawing utensils, your crayons, your markers, your pencils, your colored pencils, your finger paints, what have you. Mm-hmm. Something to draw with, something to draw on. We are going to draw something fun tonight.
Is it gonna be something kind of crazy and
different? It's going to be kind of something fun.
Really? Is it?
It's going to be lame. Whoops, I accidentally
killed that.
Talk about lame. All right. Here we go. So I hope I've stalled enough to give you proper time to get started. So let's start with a little shape like that, little line, little curved line. Okay, about in the middle of the page. And then I'm going to draw a U that connects it. Okay.
So far, so good.
My little cheat sheet here. This is not something that I draw that often.
Yeah, he has a cheat sheet. We actually we auctioned off a couple cheat sheets.
We did.
Yeah, that was fun.
Okay, couple lines like this. It's got a little bit of a Baby Yoda look, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But it is not Baby Yoda. All right, so then this part here, you just have to watch this little line and what I do here. Okay. And it looks
still
more
Baby Yoda.
like
I know.
Baby
I'm
Yoda,
like,
right?
where is he?
All right, now we're gonna do
He's here. Aww.
a couple lines down like this.
He thinks it's him.
It's not. It's just not. Okay, and we're gonna put a little shape here. It's almost like a rounded square trapezoid, I guess you could say. I'm gonna color this part in. Now it's coming together, right?
Yep.
Now we need a couple little circles here, and I'm gonna leave just a little bit left over to give it a little bit of that little glint, right? A little reflection.
Yeah.
Okay? Now they have kind of this white thing on their chest, so I'm going to make a little mark for that. We'll color it in later. And now for the antlers, of course, you don't have to have antlers, but this one I'm going to draw like a little line like that, and a little line like that. Okay, and then we're going to fill that in on either side, and then I'm going to go way up here and add in some more bigger antler.
Oh, this is getting kind of tricky all of a sudden.
Step by step.
Yeah. Okay.
There you go.
Well, that's cool.
Now, here is the fun. I thought this would be fun. Should I, and you're going to have to answer for the audience because it takes a little while for the comments to come in.
Yep.
Should I draw a propeller hat beanie or a top hat or a Santa hat?
Okay, Santa hat, definitely no, because that's like way too obvious. I kind of want to see him in a top hat.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was kind of hoping you'd say beanie, but
well.
someone said Santa hat. Someone said
Cowboy
cowboy hat.
hat.
We got all of them
Oh,
coming in now.
yeah.
Okay, we'll do the top hat for Kim.
I think that'd be cool.
So I'm gonna do a kind of like a smile, a flat smile.
Propeller beanie. Uh-oh. Everybody's voting against my idea.
All right. Well, we can do.
Can we do both? Could you erase it?
Yes. All right.
Don't you love technology? It's amazing.
So here's our top hat.
Aww,
okay?
That's cute.
Actually, this is
like a little feather in his cap.
This will be good. I'm gonna color him in.
Okay. Kim Stanfield McMillan says a hat with lights. That'd be cute.
Well, and this is the opportunity here, you guys, where you
take it, you run.
Can take it and run with it and show us what you made.
Which I know the creativity in this chat alone, let alone those of you who don't chat but draw anyway, which I'm hearing are tons of you on these Wonder and Whimsy calls, Jay.
Yeah.
Yeah, people that we don't see in the chat for whatever reason.
Why are they not sending them in? Is that what you're saying? They're drawing, but they're not.
Yeah.
They're bashful?
They're bashful. They're not taking the extra step to take the picture and emailing it in to KJ@escapeadulthood.com. But I think Adultitis tells grown-ups that if they're not, going to be able to sell this, then it's not worth sharing.
Or if it's not as, quote, good as the person who drew it. Or
right. So I'm just going to
That's hogwash is what that is. That is blatant hogwash.
It's Adultitis,
Gross.
Right. It's gross.
It is gross.
So we're not saying you're gross. We're just saying that voice of Adultitis is gross, and don't let it win. Because we want to see your light hat, Kim, and the fedora, Steven. I can't pick on you. You're always sending on awesome ideas. So,
all right. So here he is with this little top hat.
That's adorable. Okay. I love it.
But I think what would be kind of cool,
I like the white pops off,
is we could now do the propeller beanie.
Is this like you undo everything? Are you just going to color it the same color? There goes. Boom. Oh, this is so cool.
Heck yes, I did.
Mm-hmm. Gone. Right. That is so cool.
No.
It's like whiteout tape. Oh.
Back. Hello, Governor. All right. I need to get my black back.
Paul Tracy says propeller top hat with lights. Please and thank you.
Please and thank you. Yeah. So the propeller hat is pretty fun to draw.
Oh, this is
draw
cool.
a little loop here.
Yeah.
A little loop here. And then you got to put these little lines in here.
Julie is appealing to the artist here. She said maybe a baseball cap with Cubs. Like
well, that's hat? That goes without saying. I didn't want.
Put a Cubs logo on the
take a week
baby
off.
hat.
This is just last week we talked about the Cubs, so get another week before I bring that up again.
Oh, that's adorable.
All right.
This is reminding me of Rich DiGirolamo, our speaker friend who wears a top or a beanie hat.
I'm going to put a little highlight here. Little propeller.
See, that's the thing.
Those little touches,
know exactly
right?
where you put those every time.
That's why. Okay, and then here's another little touch. That'll be fun. A little blue for his nose.
Cub symbol.
There we go.
So if you were to give him a smile, how would you do that?
I don't know. It doesn't. I would have drawn it differently, probably.
Okay, so it's too late. His mouth is hidden.
I don't think it'll look right.
Okay.
But that is
That's so cute. I love it.
Deer with a propeller beanie hat, because probably see, we're doing this all wrong. I just realized that no one in the world is searching deer with propeller beanie hat, Google. And then we come up like SEO. We're doing this all wrong with the search engine optimization.
Your brother would be very disappointed in you.
So
he's really good at SEO.
Ever someone decides to search deer beanie hat propeller, we're coming up number one.
We're number one.
We're nailing it
in that category.
We're nailing it.
I think before we move on, I do need to ask you guys what you think his name should be. Not everything you draw deserves a name, but this guy does.
Yeah.
He's pretty adorable. So name him if you want to. And Yoda is still very disappointed that that wasn't his friend.
Well, yeah. So please
Tracy.
send us your creations at kj@escapeadulthood.com. Tracy Miller sent us last week this adorable baseball mitt with the baseball, and I love what she added to it.
I know. Someone will always catch you. That is
like
so
a homemade
adorable.
greeting card. And
I know.
then we have another one, similar, similar, and she put, "You got this." It's like very encouraging, right?
The little smile on that mitt. It's so cute.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
And then just wanted to share this. This was pretty cool. Vicky Sanchez was our winner of the embellished Hope in the Darkness canvas
from
Gallery Nights, and it arrived, and she was kind enough to take a picture to show us that it came
she actually
safe and
sent
sound.
us a whole unboxing video, but I didn't want to stress
really?
you out with that
Wow.
because I didn't know
Well,
how that would load up and all
cool
that.
to see, but
yeah, well, maybe we'll show that soon. So
yeah, that's cool.
Very cool, Vicky. Congratulations. Vicky has been a long time Adultitis fighter. Has attended a couple of summits, I think
so.
Wonder Night with her mom. So
yeah, I'm glad she won.
Vicky.
Well
very
deserved.
Cool.
We got to turn our attention to some more Adultitis fighters. What do you say?
Lisa Watts. He looks ready for reindeer games.
Reindeer games. Yeah. All right, you guys. This is the Elf on a Shelf. Some of you guys play that. This is the 2020 version. Just arrived. It's terrifying. A little chunky action.
Hide him around your house for the next month.
That's about right. Do you agree? That's
that face. Oh,
holy nightmare.
Truly. All right. Well, real quick shout out to Kristen Haney. In our last show, I believe it was the last show, there was something got brought up in the comments about Kermit and Baby Yoda, like in the same breath. Or maybe we said something about Kermit. I don't remember now. It's been a long week.
But like 5 minutes after the show finished, she sent
was
us
wearing
this picture. And, you know, she's like, worlds collide. I have the perfect shirt for this moment. So only an Adultitis fighter would have that ready to go. Right? And be willing to take a selfie and send it 5 minutes after the show.
She could have just been wearing it.
Yeah,
like that's a true Adultitis fighter. Is like, of course she's wearing something like that at any moment.
So, cool.
So we wanted to give a little bit of a shout out this week to a very special Adultitis fighter, also known as my father, who recently, some of you may know, I think this was in the Chance of Awesome book.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So the book that also would be a great Christmas present for this year, A Chance of Awesome, Changing the Way You See Changes Everything. Is there a better book for this year?
Every time I have like a client phone call and I'm like, and they're like, what program is most popular right now? And I'm like, well, it's funny you mentioned that. And then I say that title and they're like, they laugh because it's so funny how timely it is.
Yeah.
So yeah, it works out really good.
So anyway, there's a story in there about when my dad told us that he had cancer, and he and my mom decided to do that while he was dressed up as a bee and my mom was dressed up as a beekeeper to, I quote, help take the sting out of the news. And that has been a beloved story that I have told many, many, many times from stage and again in this book. Well, he still has the costume. And in this time of COVID, he decided that he needed to step up his game. And they bought a bunch of calendars.
Yeah.
And he went out to deliver them to friends and colleagues.
Heck yes, I did.
Heck yes.
And he
Yep.
even has the bee pin going on there. Here's another one of these folks.
I love it.
So I love he's even got the black mask, matches perfectly. Makes him look even more bee-like. So that has been something that he has been doing as a little project. And interestingly enough, some of you know that pin he's wearing says "Be Optimistic" on it, and he has given out probably hundreds of these things. And he actually has a notebook where he records every single person that he has given it to, and the day and the reason.
He takes it very seriously.
And really, it's kind of a secret thing. The only thing you have to do, if you comment on his bee pen, he gives it to you. That's the catch. And so he's always got one ready, and that's his thing. But, I wanted to share this because I think, some of you would get a kick out of it that know the story. But it's just a good example of how easy it is to uplift someone. You don't necessarily have to have any special talents or skills or money or anything like that. You just need the will. And if you're willing to look a little silly while you do it, you create a memory that then lasts even longer. If you think about if he could have just dropped off calendars to people and they would have appreciated it and loved the calendar. This is a story. This is a memory, right?
Yeah.
So
Christy Ward and I were just talking about that this morning. I talked to her on my way to go pick you up, one of my Wonder Whimsy calls. And we were talking about if you can be a little silly, then your life, if you're willing to just look a little silly and take that risk, your life is like so much better. But you have to just take that little jump out of that zone of like, even if it's like those you love and trust, right? That they're going to look at you like, what are you doing? And give you that little shame moment that you're like trying to avoid with all your life, Yeah. But good for him. I'm so proud of you, Walt. This picture just was amazing. And for those of you who have, like, you're listening to this confused, you don't know the bee story, it's really easy to find. It's escapeadulthood.com/bee, B-E-E. Maybe Jenna can share that in the comments. But we have that very easy because Walt shares it all the time with his new friends that now have bee pens.
Yeah, and I think back to probably a decade ago, I got a chance to hear Lou Heckler, who is a legendary Hall of Fame speaker. And a line that he said that I will never, ever forget is, "The world is aching for silliness." And that has never been more true than this year. And so, as we head into Thanksgiving and the holidays, that might be something to keep in mind. The world is aching for silliness, and we all can bring a little bit of that, what the world needs.
For sure. Can you put up Jenna's comment? I think this is great. She had this picture up on Facebook this week of her Chili Willy hat. She goes, "That's why everybody loves my Chili Willy hat. Penguin hat. I love it when it's time for a little bit of silliness." And obviously she's modeling it so adorably there. But she has story after story after story of the different interactions she's had with people at the post office this time of year as she delivers things, with all the different Santa hats she has and her penguin hats and a little bit of silliness, right?
Doesn't need to be a
you
lot.
don't have to be a clown. You don't.
No.
Like, You really don't.
Heather says that's a beautiful legacy your dad is creating. I agree. Rachel says love Walt so much. So
Walt's becoming like the mascot of the Wonder and Whimsy Society. We've been having mastermind meetings, and I think his comments are really resonating with people. So thank you for your example, Walt. We love you, and it's just fun to share your stories.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think it's time to give something away.
Let's do it.
Giveaway mood.
Yes.
Okay, first of all, this is the question we're asking tonight. This is how you can win, is you have to answer this. What kind of ice cream cake did Adultitis special order for its Thanksgiving dinner? We talked earlier in the show about the carvable turkey ice cream cake. I want to know what you think Adultitis's special order ice cream cake would be.
My mind is racing.
So put that in. And one of the things that we did last week, we decided to open this up to everyone, not just people who are live, to be able to win. And so last week's winner of a 2021 Celebrate Everything calendar was...
Brittany Engel. It just happens to be, I almost said gross.
Sweet.
She's one of our Wonder and Whimsy Society members. So Brittany, yes, we will be sending you, we know we sent you a calendar in your package for your quarterly mailing, but you get another one. So think of someone.
Spread the love.
Right? Think of someone.
And so we're going to do that again. Anyone, of course, if you're watching this live, please send along your thoughts, your ideas. But if you're watching this anytime between now and the next show, next Wednesday, you can enter to win
December 3rd
as well.
Already. No, is that right? December 2nd.
December 2nd.
Yes.
Yes.
I know.
So that'll be the deadline. Now, this week what we're giving away is a print of this right here, Frankly, My Dear. So it'll be it's 11 by 14 print. It's beautiful. Kind of looks just like that. And that's what the prize is this week. So let us see.
Oh boy. What kind of
people
ice cream
have.
cake did Adultitis special order?
Ooh, vanilla. Just plain, right? Like no. I like that. It's
like
a very
that.
understated but accurate.
Yep. Just keep it
good
simple.
pick.
Oh,
Steven.
black licorice.
Black licorice.
Ice cream.
Then he also says liver.
Yeah. Nope. No
Wes
meat flavor.
thinking in the same way, thinking vanilla.
Yep. Simple.
Paul though says preparation X and X-lax.
H.
H and X-lax.
That would be interesting.
Rude.
Yeah.
That would be rude. Lynn says anchovy flavor.
Oh, salty ice cream.
How about salty? How about sardine? Sardine. Be like an
it's
actual
vegetarian, you know?
Sardine. Sherry says mint chocolate chip.
Oh man.
She must not be a fan. Not being a fan.
Maybe those little mints.
Canned green bean ice cream.
Oh, canned.
I can almost taste that, and that's gross. That is gross.
Ew. I love it's not just green bean.
Tofurkey.
Oh yeah, as mentioned before, everybody's like.
How about freezer burn?
Oh.
Yeah, that ice cream when it's been in the fridge for too long.
Your parents have a good tip on that.
What's that?
They put a layer of saran wrap on the top of the ice cream and then they cover it up. And they said it's like I've heard that for years, but I haven't done it.
Interesting.
So, yeah.
All right.
We should listen.
Acidex. It's ghastly tasting, but pink.
Oh man.
Mincemeat ice cream cake. They keep getting worse. They keep getting worse. Stuffing, says Lisa.
Oh, yeah, that would be weird.
Poo-shaped coffee flavored.
Gross.
Yeah, that's all I can say about that.
Oh, that's good, Christy.
Fruitcake? Fruitcake, anyone?
Not ice cream, no. Mm-mm.
Jellied cranberry ice cream cake. Got another fruitcake.
It would be very Thanksgiving-y, but, you know. Yeah. Fruitcake, no.
Although Kim says coffee, I would eat that regardless of shape.
Oh, no.
Kim is willing to eat the poop cake.
Have you, Christy, are you referring to that turkey meme that's going around? I wish we could just throw that up. There's like a turkey like cake, and it looks like what you're talking about.
Because the frosting, the frosting is so over the top. It looks like Looks like a poop emoji. Right?
Yes, it's so funny.
Keep those coming in. Thank you. I love this part of our show because it always makes me laugh and
I know.
grosses me out a little bit too. Everyone, keep these coming in. You get open for another week, and we will give some random winner, Frankly My Dear, as a little keepsake, that print.
Yes.
So just one more reminder. You don't really need a reminder to be thankful on Thanksgiving, but it might be worth, especially considering the undeserved blessings, which in some ways aren't all of our blessings undeserved, I suppose. But, the things that you just really are almost a mystery in your life. Like, I don't even know where this came from, and this came out of left field, and it's something I'm really, really grateful for. So that's something to maybe kind of shift your thoughts to tomorrow.
Lots to reflect on this year for sure. And, I want to say a shout out to Mary Beth Updike tonight, who had a really cool post maybe last week or the week before about Corona blessings. And she said, I've been following Escape Adulthood. And she said, if you're not looking for your Corona blessings this year, you're missing out. Because if you can shift your perspective to look at what the blessings are, then everything kind of falls into place. So thank you for that shout out, Mary Beth. I kind of happened upon it, and it really it helped remind me of what we're even talking about tonight, of like these Corona blessings. They really are blessings. And I know it's not been great for everybody, but we can still find the good.
Yep, right? For sure.
Yeah.
And if you would like to be part of this Adultitis Fighting Army, and you are not already Adultitis Fighting Insider, do something about that. Go to escapeadulthood.com/insider. Sign up for those weekly messages that Connie was talking about earlier that she looks forward to. I get a lot of emails that people look forward to it. And I also want to thank all of you who are subscribers. It is a great honor to be in your inbox. It is not a privilege I take lightly, and I try really hard to make them worthwhile messages. So thank you to everyone who's a part of that. And if you want to be part of it, it's one of the free things we offer at escapeadulthood.com insider. But that's it. That's it for this show. Until next time, Adultitis Fighters.
Shine on, spread whimsy, and be awesome.